Now we enter into the Middle Kingdom. Around 2150 BCE, the Egyptians challenged the pharaoh's power. And basically, we end up with about 100 to 150 years of civil war. So we have this complete civil unrest up until around 2040. We have a pharaoh by the name of Mentuhotep, who comes to power and will unite Egypt again. And it's not that Egypt broke into Upper and Lower Egypt. It actually broke into probably 7 to 10 different parts, all under warlords, that sort of thing, before eventually coming back together. But when it comes together, because the people rose up against the pharaoh's power, the pharaoh will not have the same sort of esteem that he did in the Old Kingdom. So it's a time of civil war. And coming out of that, we see the head of Senusret III. I want you to look at this carefully because there are a number of differences between this and what we've been seeing in terms of statuary of the pharaoh. When we look at his face, you're not getting that deadpan sort of idealized optimism that we got from the Old Kingdom. Instead, he has that sort of furrowed brow, bags under his eyes. He looks concerned. He looks like the weight of his kingdom is on his shoulders, as if he's suffering along with his people. This is something you would have never seen in the Old Kingdom, and it's showing a certain level of humanity in the pharaoh. See, oftentimes we use art to tell us about the culture that created it. We also see this sort of brooding meditation on his face, as if being pharaoh is no longer what he wants. It may have never been what he wanted under the circumstances. He may be sitting here saying, I wish I could just be a commoner. I'm sure there's a Disney cartoon about that, but it'll come to mind later.